Let's be honest, pets are living the dream these days. More people are choosing a child-free lifestyle or spoiling their pets like they're actual kids, and I totally get it. Our furry companions aren't just pets, they're family. So if you're considering a move to Vancouver, Washington, one of your first questions might be, is this a good place to live with pets? You may have a high-energy dog that needs room to run, a cat who loves big windows and cozy spaces, or even a pet that requires special care. Either way, you want to make sure they're just as happy here as you are. So today, we're talking about what it's really like to own a pet in Vancouver, from dog-friendly spots and housing options, to pet laws and the hidden costs of having a pet here that no one tells you about. Not all cities are pet-friendly. Some places have rental restrictions, a lack of off-leash areas, or expensive vet care that can add up fast. So where does Vancouver stand? Is this a hidden gem for pet owners or a challenging place to live with pets? But first, hi friends, it's Jasmine, your local Vancouver, Washington realtor extraordinaire. I help people find the perfect home for both them and their four-legged family members. If you're thinking about moving here and need help finding a pet-friendly rental or home, check out the link in my description. I'd love to help. Let's start with one of the biggest perks of living here with pets, all the outdoor spaces. If you have a dog that loves to run, play, and make new furry friends, you're in luck. Vancouver is packed with green spaces and off-leash parks where your pup can burn off all that energy. One of the biggest draws to the city for pet owners is how easy it is to get outside with your animals, whether that means a morning walk, a weekend adventure, or just a quick potty break in a scenic spot. Let's talk dog parks first. Vancouver has several off-leash areas where your pup can run free, play fetch, and socialize. The most popular one is Dakota Memorial Dog Park, a massive 8-acre fenced-in park with separate areas for large and small dogs. It's got water stations, shaded seating, and agility equipment, making it a great place to meet other dog owners and let your pup roam. If you want something smaller and more local, Ross Dog Park is a great neighborhood option with wide open fields and a friendly vibe. Another favorite is Brush Prairie Dog Park, which has a mix of open grass and wooded areas if your dog loves a more natural setting. But what if you're more of a leashed walks and hiking person? Vancouver's got plenty of options for you. The Waterfront Renaissance Trail is a gorgeous 5-mile paved path along the Columbia River, perfect for a leisurely dog walk with scenic views. If you're feeling a little more adventurous, Lacamas Lake Park has wooded trails, waterfalls, and lots of spots for dogs to explore. Just make sure they're on a leash since it's a protected area. And if you ever want to make a day trip out of it, the Oregon coast is just under 2 hours away, and it's a dream for dog owners. The beaches are dog-friendly year-round, and you'll find miles of open sand for running, digging, and chasing seagulls. So if you're someone who loves being outdoors with your pets, Vancouver definitely delivers. Between the dog parks, scenic trails, and easy access to nature, it's one of the best parts about living here. But what about pet-friendly housing? Not all apartments and rentals allow pets, and some come with steep pet deposits or restrictions. Let's get into it next. So you're sold on the outdoor lifestyle, but what about actually finding a place to live with your pets? Let's be real. Not all rentals are pet-friendly, and if they are, there's usually a hefty pet deposit, monthly pet rent, or even breed restrictions. So what's the reality of renting with pets in Vancouver? Well, the good news is that many apartments and rental homes allow pets, but there are some things you should know before signing a lease. Let's talk numbers. On average, most pet-friendly rentals in Vancouver charge a non-refundable pet deposit of $250 to $500 per pet, plus monthly pet rent of $25 to $50. Some luxury apartment complexes even charge $75 or more per pet per month, which, let's be honest, feels like your dog should be getting room service for that price. If you're a renter with large dogs or multiple pets, things get a little trickier. Many places have weight limits, typically around 50 to 75 pounds, and some even have breed restrictions, which can include pit bulls, German shepherds, Dobermans, and huskies. If you have one of these breeds, your best bet is renting a private home rather than an apartment, since landlords tend to be a little more flexible than large property management companies. Now, what if you're buying a home? The good news is you make the rules, but you'll still want to think about pet-friendly neighborhoods and features. A lot of home buyers I work with are specifically looking for houses with fenced yards, which are in high demand, especially in neighborhoods like Philida, Salmon Creek, and Fisher's Landing. If you're looking for townhomes or condos, keep in mind that some HOAs have pet restrictions, so always double check before making an offer. One big perk of owning versus renting as a pet owner, no more pet rent. Think about it. If you're paying $50 per month in pet rent over the course of 5 years, that's $3,000 down the drain. That's money you could be putting towards your own home where your pets have room to roam without restrictions. Bottom line, Vancouver is pet friendly, but you need to plan ahead. If you're renting, expect extra costs and possible breed restrictions. restrictions. If you're buying, prioritize pet-friendly features like fenced yards, durable flooring, and walkable neighborhoods. Next up, let's talk about pet-friendly businesses, vets, and where you can take your furry friends around town. Now that we've covered housing, let's talk about the day-to-day life of a pet owner in Vancouver. One of the best things about this city is just how pet-friendly it is. If you're grabbing a bite to eat, shopping for pet supplies, or ensuring your furry friend gets top-notch care, Vancouver has plenty to offer. If you love dining out but don't want to leave your pet behind, Vancouver has several dog-friendly restaurants and breweries. Farrow Public House boasts a great outdoor patio where you can enjoy craft beer and delicious food while your dog lounges by your side. Another excellent spot is Ghost Runner's Brewery and Kitchen, known for its welcoming atmosphere and pet-friendly outdoor seating, making it a perfect place to enjoy a meal without leaving your furry friend at home. Additionally, Lewitt Brewing Company welcomes dogs on their patio, so you can savor a local brew alongside your canine companion. For a more comprehensive list of dog-friendly restaurants in Vancouver, websites like Bring Fido are valuable resources. When it comes to shopping for your pet, you'll find several great local stores that go beyond the typical big box options. All Natural Pet Supply, with locations in both East and West Vancouver, specialize in high-quality natural pet foods and products, making it a favorite for owners who prioritize their pet's nutrition. Another fantastic spot is Orchard's Feed Mill, offering pet food, toys, and supplies for dogs, cats, horses, and more. If you need premium kibble, raw food options, or specialty pet accessories, these stores got you covered. Vancouver is also home to some fantastic veterinary clinics that offer everything from routine checkups to emergency care. Perthwood Veterinary Hospital is one I personally recommend. It's where I take my own dog Puff, and their staff is incredible. They've been serving the Vancouver community for over 35 years, providing preventative care, digital x-rays, dental services, and even therapeutic laser treatments. Another trusted option is Orchard's Veterinary Clinic, known for high-quality, compassionate care. If you're looking for a full-service vet clinic, St. Francis Animal Hospital offers everything from wellness exams to surgical procedures. Additionally, Vancouver Veterinary Hospital covers both routine and emergency services, maintaining a solid reputation for comprehensive pet care. For those times when you need to travel or require a safe place for your pet while you're at work, Vancouver also offers excellent pet boarding and daycare facilities. Whistle Northwest Doggy Daycare and Boarding is a locally owned business providing both daycare and overnight stays, ensuring pets get plenty of exercise, socialization, and care. If you prefer to board your pet somewhere with veterinary supervision, Anfield Pet Hospital, Vancouver East offers medical boarding services, providing peace of mind while you're away. If you're seeking a dog-friendly restaurant, high-quality pet food, excellent veterinary care, or reliable boarding services, Vancouver has you and your furry friend covered. Most pet owners never think about city ordinances until they accidentally break one. Vancouver, Washington has pet-related laws that might surprise you. And if you're new to the area or planning to expand your household, it's important to know what's actually allowed. The 3-dog rule. Vancouver has an official limit on how many dogs you can have, 3 per household. If you plan to own 4 or more, you're required to apply for a kennel license. While this rule isn't always strictly enforced, it's something to be aware of if you foster pets, run a home-based rescue, or simply dream of having a full pack at home. If neighbors report excessive barking or issues related to multiple pets, code enforcement may step in. For those looking to adopt several dogs, it's worth checking with the city's permitting office to stay compliant. No exotic pets. Vancouver strictly prohibits ownership of certain animals classified as exotic or wild. This includes large cats like tigers, bears, venomous snakes, and alligators. While these bans may seem obvious, some people have tried to keep non-domesticated animals as pets in the past, prompting stricter regulations. Even certain smaller exotic pets, like some types of primates and specific reptile species, require special permits or are outright banned. If you're considering an unusual pet, it's best to check city ordinances before making any commitments. No roosters allowed. Backyard chickens have become increasingly popular, and Vancouver allows residents to raise hens within city limits. However, roosters are not permitted due to noise restrictions. Even in areas where hens are allowed, there are limits on the number you can own based on property size. If you're hoping to build a small urban farm, be sure to check zoning regulations, especially if you live in a subdivision with an HOA rules that may have additional restrictions on poultry. These laws may not impact every pet owner, but they're important to know, especially if you're relocating to Vancouver with animals. Understanding local regulations can help prevent unexpected fines, neighbor complaints, or the heartbreaking realization that your pet may not be allowed. If you're considering moving to Vancouver and have specific concerns about pet-friendly properties, I'd be happy to help you navigate the area for you and your four-legged family members. While most of these pet laws are pretty reasonable, it's always good to know the rules before you move, especially if you're planning to have a small zoo at home. But that brings us to the big question. Is Vancouver truly pet friendly? Let's take a step back and look at everything we've covered so far. By now, we've covered everything from dog parks and pet-friendly restaurants to the quirky pet laws you might not have expected. But the big question remains, is Vancouver actually a great place to have a pet? The short answer, yes, if you know where to go and what to expect. Vancouver is undeniably pet-friendly, with an abundance of parks, trails, and local businesses that welcome furry companions. If you're looking for an off-leash park for your energetic pup, a pet-friendly cafe for weekend brunch, or a high-quality veterinary care, Vancouver offers plenty of resources to make life with pets easier. That said, there are a few things to consider. If you plan to rent, pet-friendly housing is available but can come with higher costs, and some apartments have breed or size restrictions. If you're a homeowner, it's important to be aware of pet-related city ordinances, especially when it comes to multiple pets or backyard chickens. And for those moving from out of state, adjusting to the cooler, rainier climate is something to keep in mind, especially if you have a pet that prefers warm weather. But overall, Vancouver is a city that embraces its pet-loving community. From scenic trails along the Columbia River to locally owned pet boutiques and top-tier veterinary services, there's no shortages of ways to ensure your pet has a happy and comfortable life here. If you're looking for a place with plenty of parks, welcoming businesses, quality veterinary care, and an active pet-friendly community, then Vancouver is a fantastic option. While there are a few quirky laws to be aware of, it's overall a great place for pet owners who want to give their furry friends a higher quality of life. If you're moving here or just visiting, you and your pet will have plenty of opportunities to explore, socialize, and feel right at home. Of course, no city is perfect, and pet friendliness can mean different things to different people. If you're looking for endless dog beaches, you might have to cross the bridge into Portland, but if you want a balance of green spaces, pet-friendly businesses, and a welcoming community without the hassle of big city living, Vancouver offers just that. And if you're considering making the move, finding a pet-friendly home is just as important as knowing where the best dog parks and vets are. If you're looking for a backyard big enough for your pups to run, a neighborhood with walkable streets, or a home near your favorite trails, I'd love to help. Feel free to reach out and let's find a space that works for both you and your four-legged family members. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more Vancouver real estate insights, and leave a comment below. What's the most pet-friendly city you've ever lived in? Let's talk about it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!